Ladies and gentlemen, Titanfall, Outpost, CTF, burn card, satellite uplink. If you don't know what satellite uplink does, it shows the enemy on the minimap every 10 seconds. It shows me that these guys are gonna be coming down this hall, but I mean, I could have known this without the burn card because they come down the hall every single time, right on cue. 1, 2, 3, and boom, 1. So I start off, I get a nice little kill there, and I'm going to get 4 more, then I'm going to die to a guy using a silencer. Ah, man, kills me every time. So here's 2. Alright, so I know, so somebody knows I'm there. They're throwing grenades at me. I get out of there real quick. Go ahead and get stuck on that glass. I'm like, oh, I got to kick it or something. Go down here. 3, 4, 5, triple. Boom, and reloading. Bam, by the silencer guy. I mean, I guess if I had a silencer, he would have killed me. Well, I would have died anyway because I wouldn't have had enough rounds. I'm using the extended mags on the carbine. I love the carbine. A lot of people do not love it. Well, they love it, but they say it's OP. People are already crying out for a nerf. I think this is incorrect. I think it should not be nerfed. I think every gun in this game, it serves its purpose, and this one should be left alone. I mean, this is a good starter weapon, and this is, you know, like every game has a gun that comes to the fore for being the best in its class. Granted, this does not have classes. This actually only has a limited amount of guns. So I think every gun in this game serves its purpose. There's not many guns to choose from. If you nerf this, I mean, the community's going to cry out for another gun. Another gun is going to come to the fore, and then people are going to say, oh, no, this one's OP, now you got to nerf that. And then by the end of it, what do you have? You just have vanilla flavored guns that are all the same. And I've seen this happen in Battlefield 3 when they did that with the M16A3. They nerfed that. I think they did a little tweaking on the AK, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's like it just gets ridiculous. I think the community a lot of times ruins a good thing, and if they cry enough, you know, then the company changes it, which I disagree with. I have not ever been in a game where I was like, man, that gun is so OP, blah 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 blah. Like the A3, they, you know, people say it shoot on rails, and it did, but I mean, so did the M416. And when they nerfed the A3, people just started using the M416. It was the same thing, and then all, like, you know, then people started griping about the M416. So it's a never-ending circle. I'm gonna get off that tangent. That's one of the aspects of gaming that kind of makes me mad is all the people who you know, think the gaming industry should just cater to them. Like, you know, just enjoy the game for what it is. Speaking of that, I enjoy the art cannon for what it is. A lot of people think the art cannon is a piece of crap, and sometimes you're right, but other times, I mean, this is like, if you're trying to farm NPCs like a lot of guys do in Titanfall, this is the gun for you. All you have to do is shoot one Spectre or a Grunt, and if he is around 2 or 3 or 10 million others, it's just going to jump to the rest of the guys and kill them. The only gripe I have, and it's not even a gripe, it's more I have a gripe with my skill level, is the fact that if you do not have the circle reticle there on their face or on them, like, that was pretty close, it will not kill them. I mean, there's no splash damage unless you actually hit a human being. If it hits right next to him, like an inch away from him, it's still not going to kill him. It's not even going to shock him. It's not going to hurt him. And that's one of the reasons I'm using cluster missile, because it's easy to get into those like little corners that people hide in. Like, say you damage them, they run around a corner in a building, you're in a Titan, and you know, you can't get in there with a gun that doesn't have any splash. So what do? You shoot a rocket in there, and it's cluster missile, and it automatically starts damaging them and then killing them. So, little tip for you, if you're like my premier Titan setup is to run electric smoke and cluster missile. Cluster missile is very strong against pilots and Titans, and I cannot behoove you enough to at least give it a try if you're not using it. Electric smoke, you know, you can use whatever you want. It's debatable on whatever you want to use for that for the tactical ability in the Titan. I like electric smoke because I seem to get rodeoed a lot, and it's the best way for me to get them off without me getting out of the Titan. I hate getting out of the Titan when I'm actually in it, so it works out, and usually by the time I get rodeoed again, the electric smoke's already come back. So a lot of people use Vortex Shield. Not a bad setup for me. I don't really like to use it because my controller scheme is a bit different, so I have to press A on the controller to use my tactical ability, and with the vortex shield using A, it is hard to aim the volley back at the other player, and to me that would be the main effect of the vortex shield, is to shoot what he's shooting back at the guy shooting at you. Did I say that right? The guy catches your bullets and shoots them back at you. I can't do that. I can't control it with when I have to hold A down, and I have to, like, I've done it, but I've reached across with my left hand and had to move the D-pad or the D stick across, and it just doesn't work out for me. So that's my setup that I like to run. Let me know what you guys like to run. I've seen a lot of different setups. This is definitely one of my favorite. I love the arc cannon, and I love the accelerator on the chain gun, and a lot of people will pick extended mags over that because they don't like sacrificing the accuracy. But for me, the chain gun is still good even with the accelerator. Number one, you got 150 bullets. Number two, you can still pick up. You can still pick off Titans at a decent mid-range, and without sacrificing so much accuracy. If you don't let the accelerator wind up so much, you're not gonna. Oh, that guy just teleported on me. That was pretty cool. I actually get out of my Titan and kill this guy, and he did not jump off. So bad on him. Good for me. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, using the accelerator when you're shooting it, I mean, yeah, it bounces around a lot if you hold the button down or the trigger. But when you're facing a Titan, usually you're in close range. I mean, that thing just eats them alive, especially if you're getting those critical hits on those red zones. And you know, it's debatable. Like, don't get me wrong, I like extended mags too. I'm using it at the start of this generation. I just got to Gen 3, and getting there using that shotgun was made me want to kill myself, pretty much. That was a terrible challenge, but you know, whatever. I did it. I did it in one day. I grinded it out, got it done, thank God. So halftime comes up. I end up going 20-2. 3 Titan kills. Very good start. I was so stoked about that I forgot about the start of the next match, or the next half here, and I ran to the left knowing that that's where the whole team was going to be, but I was not thinking that way. I think I was just confused. What I should have done, okay, this is what I should have not done. I'll just let you watch this. Oh, their whole team's there. Yeah. So now I'm 20-3. What I should have done is slow played. I should not have rushed forward. They were coming up there anyway. I should have just jumped on top of our building and just had top down advantage and cleared them out that way. At least I would have gotten at least 2 or 3 instead of getting rushed by 4 guys and not having a chance in the wide open. That was just a bad play on my move. I wasn't thinking. But either way, I don't die anymore of this map. I end up going 46-3. It was my best gameplay to date. I just haven't posted this one up. I haven't felt very motivated to commentate anything lately. But you know, that's not your problem, it's mine. So this map, I actually get a flag capture. That makes number 2 in this game. I am not a objective player. I just try to facilitate flag captures by killing everybody and helping my teammate capture flags. So what I mean by that is, I'm a Slayer. A lot of people call that a stat whore, a try-hard, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, but I don't really care. It's people that are calling you that, they don't understand the roles on a team, and Slayer to me is one of the most important roles. If you can keep the other team dead, it's more time for your team to get in there and do what they need to do and do work. Unfortunately, I was only playing with one other friend. I was playing. You just saw his name pop up on the screen there. CCT Dark. CCT is Casual Cutthroat, so it's a little gaming community he started and I'm a part of. And yeah, but he was on my Halo 2 sponsored team, and we used to wreck shop back in the day when I was in college, and those days were like 5 years ago or something. Now I'm all old and decrepit. And yeah, we used to wreck house though, and both of our roles are pretty similar. I am definitely a Slayer and was in Halo 2 and any game primarily, and he is also a Slayer. He is also like more of a long range like sniper. He is using the DMR. That is his baby in this game, whereas mine, you could say, could be, I don't know, the carbine or the Hemlock or something. Hemlock is a good gun. Don't hate on it, but it does kind of suck sometimes at long range, even though it's supposed to be a long range weapon. But neither here nor there. Yeah, so he's using the DMR, so he's primarily a mid-range to long-range player, which is fine for me. I mean, it works out. But most of the time when we're playing, you saw that miss right there with the arc cannon, by the way. I just want you to point that out, and so you can get a feel for what I go through sometime. But anyway, so yeah, having two Slayers, sometimes when you're playing with just you two and then randoms, it doesn't work out because nobody else grabs the flag, and our teammates, we're not doing anything this game. Like, you'll see the final score. I can't even remember if our teammates broke double digits, but I went 46-3, and I think he went 30-something and whatever, like 4 maybe. And it was basically me and him. Look at this guy. Get out of the way. I hate when people do that. That makes me rage so bad. Like, be aware. Like, the guy sees me with the flag and immediately, I don't know, maybe, I mean, he did have a vortex shield up, so that was good. Maybe he was blocking something. There's two guys here. I missed the call out, but luckily I kind of saw him. That guy was playing with one hand, and I ended up killing him with, thank God for the extended mags. I would have ran out of bullets way long ago, and would have been pretty mad that we did not get that flag cap, because that was the one to make it 1-2 in their favor, and then we actually got another one. So our teammates did do something. They did cap a flag, and then we ended up getting a draw this game. I didn't even get a win, and maybe, like I said, maybe that's our fault. We were playing with two Slayers. We didn't have really an objective-based player. These are randoms, and I find in Titanfall, man, I mean, it's tough. There are some very bad players out there. Not hating on you if you're a bad player. I'm just saying, you're gonna end up on my team if you play with me. Like, it's a known fact. It's like a prophecy somewhere that was done a couple years ago before Titanfall came out, that if you are a bad player, you will be put on my team. And it is, man, it's been a struggle. Like, I mean, there's only so much you can do when you go 46-3 and you get a draw. You know, hey, that's tough right there. I mean, nothing you can do about that. But I mean, you know, that's part of the game. Like I said, that's my gameplay is to slay folks so our team can stay and get the objectives. That's how I play. It's how I've always played. I'm not gonna switch up my gaming style now. It's worked for me for years. It's helped many teams before. But you know, when you're playing with randoms, you get what you get. It might be the bottom of the barrel. Sometimes though, you get those random guys that are actually pretty good. Like, we've been put on some decent teams here. My win percentage in this game is still about 65, about 70-75% win percentage, which, you know, I'll take. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it. But yeah, it's very hit or miss with the teammates you get, and more miss, but that's okay, because like I said, usually I roll with either Dark or my older brother. He plays this game. He's actually come a long way. I coached him up in Battlefield 3. He started off on COD not too long ago, and I was like, man, you gotta check out this Battlefield 3, because I lost all faith in COD, that franchise, which is funny because COD developers kind of made this game as well. And watching him progress through Battlefield or COD to Battlefield 3, where he had no idea what was going on, and now in this game he's just tearing it up. So have hope. You know, it took him about a year or so to get pretty decent at first-person shooters, but now, you know, he watches my back like a seasoned veteran, which is, it's awesome to see people progress in games. I mean, I know that sounds nerdy or whatever, but you know, I'm in the military. My brothers, they live on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. So that's how we kind of spend time together. So you know, the different kind of the stuff you can impart to them over online gaming. That's all you can hope to do. I mean, you can't be there physically to bond. So you got, I mean, in this day and age, it's good though, because you can do it over esports, as some people call these things, which I just call video games, because it's not a sport. And if you think it's a sport, you know, probably need to go outside a little bit. But hey, this game is wrapping up. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a pretty good game. It's my best to date. 46-3 with I think 5 Titan kills, and yeah, me and Dark did work, and at least we carried our team to a draw. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment if you did, or anything you want to see or you want me to talk about, or if you even want to play with me, hit me up. Control Alt Assault. Have a good day. See y'all later.